Detailing girl, passion, polish and real life. Welcome to my detailing channel.
Hi everybody, welcome to a new week vlog with me. This week I have this BMW M3 CS in my detailing shop. It's in here because it's gonna get coated, the wheels are gonna get coated, but it also has a lot of water spots in there. And I'm gonna try to get them out. It is a matte finish. Normally if it's a normal paint, a glossy paint, you can just polish it out, but on a matte finish it's a bit different than that. So I'm gonna test out some things and see how it works, and of course take you guys along with me along the way. And I really hope you're gonna enjoy this. It is a bit harder to see on camera, but if you can see really close, you can see the water spotting in here. And yesterday I asked at a forum if some people had some tips for me, because I also don't know everything, and I tried a water spot remover but it didn't work, so I asked some things. And the one thing they told me is to try a sour shampoo and then just pure on a cloth and to try to wipe them off. So I'm gonna try that, because of course I have the sour shampoo from ADBL, it's the acid one. And I also had a comment about, oh gosh, I don't know the name anymore, but it is from Labo Cosmetica. And a really cool guy is gonna bring me his last bit of his bottle. And I'm gonna test that one out also, so see if that one works. So yeah, keep watching, and maybe you guys can learn also a bit from this, because I'm also learning from this video. So it's really cool that we can learn this together. So what they told me online is to have acid base, so a sour based shampoo, do it on a cloth and try to wipe it off. I still need to wash the BMW, but I'm gonna put a lot of stuff on there. So I thought, why wash it twice when I can wash it just once? I just rinsed it off, did a shampoo on it, a foam, and then I of course rinsed it off again. So the most of the scent is off here. Well, let's see. It is the shampoo B acid. It's an everyday use acid shampoo. And let's see if it's gonna do some things. With a matte finish paint, it's always, you have to be really careful, because you can make a lot of damage on here. And the thing is, you can't really take it off if you do any damage, because normally you can just polish it or anything. But of course, with a car like this and a paint like this, it is not that easy, just polish it off. It actually looks like this is actually working. It is really hard to see, you can see it just in sunlight. But it is actually working. And it's that easy, I just put it on a cloth and I wipe it on the car. And it looks already so much better. I'm so excited about this, because it gave me so much headache also that it didn't work with the water spot remover. This is actually a really nice outcome. I'm really happy. Okay, I'll show you guys. So this part I didn't do, and you can see the line. And this is like really good. And this, you still see the water spotting in here. So this is like really awesome. And what did I use for this? It's like the simplest thing. It's the shampoo from ADBL. Awesome, I'm so happy with these results, because I think I'm gonna make my client really happy, because it's gonna get a coating on here. And if you're gonna do a coating, you want a nice surface, and if your surface isn't good enough, it's really shitty to do a coating on here. And even though if I couldn't get it nice, you still wanted me to coat it. But I'm really happy that I can make my client really happy. So acid-based shampoo on a cloth actually really works wonders, and it's super easy. Just put it on there nicely. Wipe it off with a cloth. Also, what I wanted to show you guys is my new ADBL wall. We did this last time. Here is still gonna do two of those, so I can still hang up two other machines. Oh, but isn't this satisfying? I'm so really happy. For me, this is like amazing. I've got everything from Polka. I get my Polka yeah, I really don't know the name of this, but these things are from Poca, and I always get them from Wash Guru. And I made a wrong, I ordered them wrong, so that's why I still need to get 2 of those. I ordered 2 other things that I have these double now. So if anybody likes them, maybe we can do something for you. But I have 2 of those double, and I'm missing 2 of my polishing machine hangers, but I'm really, really happy with this. And I'm happy with the car, so I'm gonna wipe the whole car off, but I also wanted to wait a bit on the products from Labo Cosmetica and see how that one works. So I also got the tip to use this Energo from Labo Cosmetica. I mixed it already 1 at 5, so I'm gonna try if this one works. They did tell me to be a bit careful with it because it's supposed to be really aggressive, so let's see how this works. It is a new sprayer, so I have to pump it up a bit. I will always try it first on a cloth and see how it works. Yeah, for me the results with the shampoo from ADBL were a lot better. So I think I will stick to the ADBL shampoo because that one really gave me a really nice outcome that I was happy with straight away. And this, doesn't really remove as much as I want it to do. So for me, it's the ADBL shampoo that actually does the trick. So I'm gonna do the whole car with the ADBL shampoo and then do a proper wash and strip the car of everything, and we're gonna do a coating on it. So for me, it's the ADBL shampoo, 100%. Awesome thing about these sponges is they stick, so you never drop your sponge. If you ever just let go, and you can just go on. How awesome is this? Because I know how shitty it is if you drop your sponge, but it just sticks. Love those. So much better than if you have to get it off the ground again. Well, I'm washing it at the moment with the acid shampoo, just to do the whole car with it. Then also do a panel spray and rinse it off with the Energo from Labo Cosmetica. And I really, really hope after this that the water spotting is gone. But again, love them. With a matte finish car, it's very important that if you're gonna polish some parts, and of course you're not gonna polish the matte finish, there are always some glossy parts like the B style. This one has a carbon roof. You've got the head and tail lights. Those parts need to be polished before you're gonna put on a coating. And if you're gonna do some polishing work on there, you have to have your how is it called? Oh my god, I've got like a blackout. Your masking skills on point, because if you don't have your masking skills on point and you miss like a spot and your polisher hits that matte finish, it's gonna become glossy and you can never go back to matte finish. So I always make sure I tape like a double line, and this way I know I'm safe for anything that may hit my polisher. Better do it one too many times than do it one too less. Oh, my English this morning is not the best. But I already polished the B style. I already polished the headlights, and it's a shame I didn't do like a video also on the polishing the headlights, because the before and after was like insane. They were like really trouble or like cloudy. And now they're like perfectly bright and shiny. So that's awesome. Also have to do the tail lights. Gonna tape off also again all the matte finish around it. And then we're gonna do a coating on it. A question that I've been asked like a million times on my social media page is what kind of music do I like to listen to while I'm working? Well, actually, I like to listen to a lot of things, but also I really love listening to podcasts because I work a lot alone. And when I listen to a podcast, it's like somebody else is with me here and I don't work alone in my head. So that's really awesome. And I really like to listen to podcasts. And on the other hand, I really love country music, so I've got like a really cool country list. And sometimes it depends a bit on the work that I do, but when I do a touch-up with Stone Chips, I like to listen to up-tempo hardcore. And why do I do this? Well, it gives me a peace of mind, and I can really work really good on music like this. So yeah, I listen to podcast, country, and up-tempo hardcore music. Oh, we're gonna start polishing the roof now, the carbon part of the car. I already taped it off like you saw, and now it's time to polish it. How do I put coating on a car? Well, every coating works a bit different, but most of them work actually the same. Some have to do squares of 40 by 40. I can do 2 panels at a time. So that works a lot faster. Well, how do I apply it? I open the door, hold it with my hand, and I always make a stripe in the middle. Why do I make a stripe in the middle? And then I do the sides. Make sure I don't touch any other parts of the car. And then I start again in the middle and I wipe over that stripe that I made it the first time. This way I spread my coating a lot easier and a lot better on the panel, and I don't... Because when you start in the beginning of the panel and just go over it with your coating, and when this is your starting point and this is your ending point, this part is like really thick in coating and the other parts of the car are like a lot less thick. And this way I spread it nice and evenly, and the whole panel is like as even as thick in the coating as possible. Well, it is actually really easy. Now you let it set. This one sets for like 10 to 15 minutes. That's why I do 2 panels. You think, 10 to 15 minutes, you can easily do a 3rd panel. Well, it's better safe than sorry, because when you make a mistake on a matte finish car, you can't take it back. So there's no room for any mistakes. And I rather spend a little more time with wiping the coating off each panel than just be working really fast. Sometimes it's better to work efficiently, but still keep your mind at it that if you make a mistake, you can't take it back. Well, this is the panel, and I'm gonna do the back panel and the arch above. Sorry, sometimes my English malfunctions. I'm almost at the end of this one because I can do the bumpers after this one, and then she's in the coating. Wiping a coating of a car, you always have to be very careful. I use 3 cloths for this. The first cloth is to get most of the residue off. The second cloth is to get almost everything off. And the third cloth is just to be sure all the edges and everything is removed from the car. Especially with a matte finish, it is really important to stay present, know what you're doing, be active, and don't leave it on for too long. Every mistake you make on a matte finish car is like a mistake you can't really take back. So it is really important to make sure every part of the coating is off the car. First I have the first cloth. Like I said, I always open the door. I take most of the coating off. I don't take off everything, but I do wipe the whole panel. I always keep it folded in 4s. Don't clog or make a little mess of your cloth. Why not? Well, this way you can get most out of your cloth as possible. And also pay attention to the edges. That's why I open the door. If you don't pay enough attention to the edges and you miss a spot on the other panel and you don't wipe it off, well, you get a high spot, and the high spots on a matte finish you can't really take off. Our second cloth is to get almost everything out. Again, I open the door. Why do I open the door? Well, if you open the door, you can easily go around those edges without making any mistakes on the door or the panel next to this one. This one is already set in there. And I can do 2 panels at once. With a matte finish, I like to work safe so I don't put in too much panels in the coating. Well, this one is the first I had, this one is the second, get most of it off. And then I go to the second panel and go first 1 cloth, 2 cloth. And then when I've done those 2 panels, I take up the 3rd cloth and go around the edges and make sure I have everything off. Why don't I do the 3rd cloth now straight away for this panel? Well, because there is coating on that one and I don't want any coating of that panel in the 3rd cloth, because the 3rd cloth is like the cloth that you have to take off, like the edges and the last final parts, and you don't want it clogged up with any coating that's left on another panel. So this was first. Again, the 1st cloth I fold it again in a different angle and again go over it. Pay attention again to the edges, just taking almost everything off here. And you can control your cloth with your fingers so you don't make a mess on another panel or anything. That was the first one. Again, second one is for almost everything off there. And I always wanted, you have to work a bit faster with a matte finish car because you don't want any striping, you don't want any high spots in there, you don't want any mistakes in there. So for me, matte finish car is almost the most stressful car to work on because it has to be perfect. Of course, every car has to be perfect, but when you make a mistake on a shiny finish, you just polish the panel to get the coating off and start over again. Well, with a car like this, there's no polishing, so there's no making room of making any mistakes in here. That's why also when you do a matte finish and you have a matte painted car, always go to somebody that has like experience in this department and just knows what he's doing. Now off to the 3rd cloth. This one, like I explained, is for all the edges and just making sure everything is off every panel. Because I did both the panels with clock 1 and 2, I can really go over both panels. And does a car come shinier from a coating? Well, no, a car doesn't get shinier from a coating. Actually is a really nice finish on a coating. And for a matte finish like this, it is really important to do a coating because you can easily, otherwise, a matte paint is like a really heavy, how do you say, there gets a lot of dirt easily stuck in here and it is really hard to clean and maintain. And by coating a car like this, you get the most out of your matte finish because every time you touch the car with washing and anything, it's like a light polish, and over time your car can become a lot shinier. So it is really important to have it maintained properly. This way it washes easier, it gets hydrophobic, and the matte finish stays on way longer than otherwise. Well, that was my wiping system. If anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask, of course, and I can get back to them and reply to them for you guys. Ta-da! I just finished the BMW. Coated the whole car. I did and the paint in a coating, and of course the rims are coated, the windows are coated. So it looks awesome. It's getting picked up later today. And I just want to say, everybody, thank you for watching again. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to ask them. And I hope you guys will be watching next week again. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.